Good morning, everyone. God bless you. Thank you for being here again on day 3 of our seminar with the 7 Holy Kumaras. I love that image that we just saw that's on your name tags in a subtle form that's on our website, and that is kind of the keynote for our weekend. And throughout the rest of our time together today and tomorrow, you can visualize yourself in outer space around the world with the Holy Kumaras, blessing and charging the earth with sacred fire. And whether we focus on the violet light like today, or the yellow ray tomorrow, Sunday, or whatever rays you choose to use, the ruby ray, any ray, just see the empowerment manifesting through your chakras, especially your hands, your heart, your third eye, and blazing light to planet Earth, because this is a prayer vigil and we're here to do spiritual work. Speaking of that, Mother appeared to me through my inner sight and is encouraging us to forego our meditation right now and call to Archangel Michael, because we did not do much protection yesterday, and there are issues around the world that require to be addressed. And even in our prayers, we meditate, right? I mean, even as we decree, we're meditating, we're visualizing. So we'll do that now. We'll turn to, I am standing now with Michael. And first we're going to sing it. It's 10.023 in the larger, or the longer decree book. And we'll sing it, and then we'll give it a number of times. And we called you, beloved Archangel Michael, to stand forth now upon planet Earth, on all the continents, on all the oceans, within the atmosphere, and also deep in the earth, and repolarize our planet in light to God's holy will. We see the divine blueprint for planet Earth manifesting through each one of us, fulfilling our blueprint, our divine plan, as a part of the greater whole of the blueprint and plan of both these United States, wherever we may hail from, and all nations, and the entire planet. We see now Venus overshining planet Earth and blessing the earth with pure divine love. And even as we invoke the blue ray for protection, divine direction, guidance, and the will of God, we see our planet ensconced in light and blazing in all of its glory, its immaculate nature, its immaculate concept. And we hold for the earth this immaculate image as we move forward today and throughout the rest of this weekend, and fulfilling the reason for our coming together. We accept it done as we now pray, sing to Archangel Michael. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always true to Michael, his mission is my goal. Save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, amid his blue fire wings. I am soaring now with Michael around the early day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, the lightning far and wide. I am helping all with Michael forever at his side. I am it as a prayer now, and we'll give the preamble for those who have it ready. In the name of Alpha and Omega, Hercules and Amazonia, Archangel Michael and Fate, Micah and Unity, all legions of blue lightning angels and defenders of the faith, lies, mission, joy, and heart, head, hands of all light bearers and their families, as well as their homes, sanctuaries, and vehicles throughout the cosmos. I affirm, I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always true to Michael. His mission is my goal. I am praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael. Amid his with our wings, I am soaring now with Michael. Around the earth each day, I am serving now with Michael. I am always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael. Lighting far and wide, I am helping all with Michael. Forever at his side, I am staying into Michael. Through Armageddon's night, I am always trusting Michael. Midst tribulation's fight, I am ever calling Michael. To save, protect, defend, I am loving blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always true to Michael. His mission is Michael. Praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, amid his with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, the lighting far and wide. I am helping now with Michael, forever at his side. I am staying in Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always trusting Michael, midst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save, protect, defend. Loving, blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always true to Michael. His mission is Michael. Praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, amid his with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, blood lighting far and wide. Helping out with Michael, forever at his side. I am staying into Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, midst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save, protect, defend. Loving, blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always to Michael, and mission to Michael. I am praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, I'm made with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, lighting far and wide. I am helping out with Michael, forever at his side. Staying in Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, amidst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save, protect, defend. Loving, blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always to Michael, and mission to Michael. I am praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, and made with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, the lighting far and wide. I am helping out with Michael, forever at his side. Staying in Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, midst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save and to defend. I am loving blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always touching Michael, and mission to Michael. I am praying unto Michael, save us into beings. I am flying now with Michael, and mission with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. Blazing now with Michael, but lighting far and wide. I am helping out with Michael, forever at his side. I am staying into Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, midst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save and to defend. Loving blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always touching Michael, and mission to Michael. I am praying unto Michael to save us into beings. Flying now with Michael, and mission with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, blood lighting far and wide. I am helping out with Michael, forever at his side. Staying in Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, amidst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save and to defend. I am loving blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always touching Michael, and mission to Michael. Praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, and mission with my wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael, I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, blood lighting far and wide. I am helping out with Michael, forever at his side. I am staying into Michael, through Armageddon night. I am always touching Michael, midst tribulation's fight. I am ever calling Michael to save and to defend. I am loving blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always touching Michael, and mission to Michael. Praying unto Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael, and mission with our wings. I am soaring now with Michael, around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael. I'm always in the faith. I am blazing now with Michael. Blood on my mind. I'm helping out with Michael. Wherever it is, I'm singing it in Michael. The rhyme again tonight. I am always in the Michael. I am ever calling Michael. The name of the event. I am blessing Mr. Michael. My dear is in the event. I am letting know Michael. Defending every soul. I am always in the Michael. I made it Michael. Praying unto Michael. The devil to the beings. I am flying out with Michael. I made it with my wings. I am soaring out with Michael. Around the end of the day. I'm stepping out with Michael. I'm always in the bay. I am blazing out with Michael. The name of my mind. I am hopping out with Michael. Wherever it is, I'm saying it to Michael. The rhyme again tonight. I am always in the Michael. I am ever calling Michael. The name of the event. I am loving Mr. Michael. My dear is in the event. I am letting know Michael. Defending every soul. I am always in the Michael. I made it to Michael. I am made it to Michael. Save us to the beings. I am flying out with Michael. I made it with my wings. I am soaring out with Michael. Around the end of the day.
Serving now with Michael. I'm always in the fray.
I am blazing out with Michael. The 25 mind. I am helping out with Michael. Wherever it is, I am saying it to Michael. The rhyme again tonight. I am always in the Michael. Mr. Billy Mike. I am ever calling Michael. The name of the event. I am loving Mr. Michael. My dear is in the man. I am sending out with Michael. Defending every soul. I am always to Michael. Admitted to Michael. I am praying unto Michael. To save our sentient beings. I am flying out with Michael. Admitted with our wings. I'm soaring now with Michael. Around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael. I'm always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael. Bloodletting power and wide. I am helping out with Michael. Forever at his side. I am saying it to Michael. Throughout again at night. I am always touching Michael. Mischievous fight. I am ever calling Michael. To save, protect, defend. I am loving, blessed Michael. My dearest angel friend. Now we're going to give it one more time, but before we do, accept that you are set free permanently from anything that you feel has assailed you in opposition to your divine plan, your soul, your health, your well-being, your family, anything, your job, your highest purpose. And just see Archangel Michael standing right before you, loving you with those amazing blue eyes and his muscular form. And he is there to set you free, cut you loose and set you free from anything that limits you. Do you accept this?
Yes.
One more time, slowly. I am standing now with Michael, defending every soul. I am always true to Michael. His mission is my goal. I am praying now to Michael to save all sentient beings. I am flying now with Michael amid his blue fire wings. I am soaring now with Michael around the earth each day. I am serving now with Michael. I am always in the fray. I am blazing now with Michael, blue lightning far and wide. I am helping all with Michael, forever at his side. I am staying near to Michael through Armageddon's night. I am always trusting Michael midst tribulation's plight. I am ever calling Michael to save, protect, defend. I am loving, blessed Michael, my dearest angel friend. Hail, Archangel Michael in faith. Hail, Archangel Michael in faith. Hail, Archangel Michael in faith. Hail, Archangel Michael and faith. Thank you, blessed Archangel Michael, for all that you do for humanity, for each one of us, all the times you've saved us in traffic or in dire situations or from tragedies or accidents. We are so grateful that you have been there for us, both in this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your alchemical, miraculous work on planet Earth and around this solar system, galaxy, and universe. You are awesome. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Yes.
In case any of you are listening on audio and having trouble getting into the English video broadcast page, please go back to the front page and go back in. There was a problem with a setting, and that'll get you to the correct broadcast page. We apologize.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to give the opening invocation for prayer services short version for those who have the full prayer book, 9.011. This is just a really awesome little prayer. 9.011. And then Boyd will sing the short tube of light. So So first, 9.011 together. In the name I am that I am, beloved Alpha and Omega, 24 elders, Elohim, 12 archangels and your archai, all saints robed in white, my own guardian angel, and precious devas and nature spirits of earth, water, air, and fire around the world. I see now a mighty crystal diamond tube of light around me, sealing me in the light of God that always prevails. I accept a solar sphere of fire, a cloak of invincibility, Maximus miracle matrix, and a triple ruby dome of light around me now. I feel the blue fire radiance of Archangel Michael and Faith protecting me 24/7. I accept the clearing of my auric field and chakras by the violet laser light frequencies of Aquarius, the balancing of my threefold flame, and the alignment of all my spiritual bodies. I feel solar and cosmic consciousness manifesting through me now. I reclaim all fragmented or lost soul parts, and I cast into the flame all human sense of lack, want, desire, and suffering, including past karmic entanglements. I see my divine plan joyously fulfilled with courageous love, manifest in every thought I think, every decision I make, every word I speak, and every action I take. I accept the 12 gifts of the Holy Spirit in my life, and the blessings of God flowing to my loved ones, extended family, heart friends, co-workers, and all sentient beings in all worlds throughout the cosmos. Lord God Almighty, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, use me throughout this day as your humble instrument for blessings, healings, graces, and divine intercession to manifest around the world in miraculous ways to glorify and magnify your name. I am that I am. Amen. And now we'll sing the short to the light. Beloved, I am love divine. Blaze your light around me, shine. Cosmic crystal rays of fire, pulsing, flowing, you inspire. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. Violet joy now smile through me, raise me up and set me free. Singing, spinning, burning bright, grace me in your mercy light. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. Beloved, I am love divine. Blaze your light around me, shine. Cosmic crystal rays of fire, pulsing, flowing, you inspire. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. Violet joy now smile through me, raise me up and set me free. Singing, spinning, burning bright, grace me in your mercy light. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. Beloved, I am love divine. Blaze your light around me, shine. Cosmic crystal rays of fire, pulsing, flowing, you inspire. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. Violet joy now smile through me, raise me up and set me free. Singing, spinning, burning bright, grace me in your mercy light. My solar presence, my solar presence, my solar presence lives right where I am. And the very first prayer in our prayer book is Jesus' Great Commandment prayer. And it doesn't really even have a number except 0.000 because it's the most important of all of our prayers. So we'll give that now. I am loving the Lord my God with all my heart and with all my mind and with all my strength and with all my soul. And I am loving my neighbor as myself. I am serving the Lord my God with all my heart and with all my mind and with all my strength and with all my soul. And I am serving my neighbor as I serve my higher self. Give an Om. You know, we have a few new heart friends here at our event, and sometimes we like to give you the opportunity to just come up and say your name and maybe where you're from and something about yourself for no more than, a couple minutes. So, would anybody like to do that? Your first or second conference? Do we have another mic there? Why don't we use that one? Is that better? After all that. We put you on the spot, but it's a good spot. There's a lot of beautiful love there. You want to turn around and just face it? Oh, that camera? Okay. Okay.
Hi everybody, my name is Monica and I'm very happy to be here today and with all of you special people, my soul family, and it's a really pleasure and I'm very fortunate and I thank God and all the masters, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, that brought me here. When I first came here, I saw Dennis, and I felt home. I felt that I belonged here, and I should come more, and learn more, and give more, love more, because that's the reason we came here, to love everyone, each one. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter who, we just have to love, to smile, and to give as much as we can without waiting to receive, You
got the whole message right there. And now, some of you may notice a little accent. Tell us where you're from originally and where you live now.
I'm from Brazil. Yes, I was born in Brazil, and I came here to visit friends, and I met an amazing man that I married. And I was lucky to live with him, but unfortunately he left us a couple years and a half ago. But he's with me all the time.
Oh,
and I'm very happy that I can say and know that he's with me in my heart.
Yeah. And you live close by here?
Yes, I live in San Marcos.
San Marcos, closer
Yes.
to where we just went this morning?
Yes, pretty close to Quest Haven.
Yeah,
Yes.
wonderful, great.
It's a beautiful place. Unfortunately, I could not join you today, but I will tomorrow.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Monica.
My pleasure.
And I don't know if France is here this morning. She was here yesterday. Maybe not. Okay. And anybody else that maybe was here before but didn't share a little bit about yourself? If you'd like to come up. Okay.
Maybe Lori.
Lori's been coming for a long time.
They don't know we're on the broadcast.
Okay, come on up, Lori. We love you.
Turn this way. Oh. Okay. Okay, pay attention to you, not the voice over here.
Oh, I see. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here in Oceanside, and I've been coming to Dennis's for nearly 2 years now, and was lucky enough to join this group. I think this is my third conference, and have all my friends, and it's lovely to feel a part of community. The Heart Center definitely has their minds and hearts in the right place, right where mine are, with the archangels and the ascended masters, and I'm just grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for being here, and thank you.
And we have a holy brother from Montana, from Helena, I think, who's here. Come on up. And he was here last year. Was it earlier this year or last year?
I was here
Earlier this year and got a soul raising session, but I don't think you were able to stay for the conference. So
I wasn't.
a lot of people didn't meet you. So
Hi, my name is Michael Frazier. I'm from Helena, Montana. I found this group here in San Diego through coming here to the Temple of Clarity with Dennis. I just found it on meetups and walked into this room and felt the energy and the power here, and was immediately struck with the purity of this place. And then I got to meet David Christopher Lewis, who came from Livingston. I'm from Helena. We met here in San Diego and did a soul raising session with him, which was absolutely life-changing. And I am just so enjoying this community, and the power, the spiritual power of this community's devotion just blows my mind. And it is so remarkable. So I'm so blessed and so glad to be here. So thank you so much.
thank you. And one other beloved soul that many on the broadcast may not know fully yet is Sasha. Sasha, you got to come up and say something.
You're on.
Hello. I'm Sasha. I'm Anthony's beloved.
Yay!
And Tucker's. And I got my new mom somewhere. I don't want to cry, so. I love you all. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, well, we have so many beautiful gifts to share that our creative arts team has been working and working and working. And Maria Min just sent another one. Yet before we show that one, we're going to sing song 95. It's the Cosmic Violet Joy Waltz, and we now have it with a video. So the words will be on the screen for those who may not have a songbook. And this is just, it's a long song, but it's a lot of fun, and there's a number of verses, and it's just, if you feel like getting up and waltzing, there's a little room here and there. So, song number 95. Cosmic violet fire, I am the holy freedom God desires. I am a being of cosmic violet Miriam's love flame, transmute doubt and fear. Precious Gautama, to thy great heart we bow. Transmute all less than kindness here and now. Divine Director, guide us home to stay. Teach us to ever walk God's holy way. To now fulfill our life by free will, and magnify God's presence every day. Jesus and Mary, blessed Mother too, we keep your vigil, hold us close to you. Protect the babies, little holy ones. Saint Joseph, guard all God's daughters and sons. Come, dear archangels, dance with us a while. Waltzing with you will always make us smile. Take us to heaven, worlds beyond the skies, and help us then on earth to realize our dear Lanello, Moria by God's power. Help us to live in His will every hour. We love your twinkling, earth and poet souls. By discipline now, help us reach our goals. Our Mother Claire, we call to you. Be with us constantly in all we do. Beautiful dreamer, our striving now in fire, as we to our ascension all aspire. Beloved Mahacho, on our lovely wall, cherished Kuthumi, not a one and all. Kuan Yin, dear Lanta, forgiveness, wisdom's light, illumine mercy now, set all things right. Sanat Kumara, we now pledge to stand, keeping love's holy flame in every land. Venus and Mother, Omega from the sun, in victory's name we are forever one. I am a beam of cosmic violet fire. I am the holy freedom God desires. I am a beam of cosmic violet fire. I am the holy freedom God desires. Thank you, Maria Min, for the countless hours you put in. Maria Min, for the countless hours you put in. Let's say it. Thank you, Maria Min, for the countless hours you put in. We love you. Now, we have another rosary that Maria just finished, I think this morning, and just sent it to me right before the meditation. So, what would have been a meditation. So, boy, do we have that ready to go. I think it's 60 point. It's the rosary using the words for the 60.012, I am my divine psychology. So we say the words of that prayer and then a very short Hail Mary, just Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. So if you can see the screen, the words will be on the screen. And if you can't see it from the back, you can turn to 60.012 and follow along. So in the name of the Christ, beloved Kathumi, who inspired these affirmations upon me, we thank you for helping each of us to master our psychology. I am the master of my psychology. Let's say it. I am the mastery of my psychology. And our psyches are clear in the light of our presence. Our souls have no fear because of God's presence. We are grateful to serve and to resolve our psychology, which is one of the requirements of our ascension. We accept it done as we now pray. $60.012. I am the master of my psychology. Together. I am the master of my psychology. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the perfect balance of mindfulness and heart-centeredness. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am my loving superconscious self, emanating through my life 24/7. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am manifesting emotional intelligence as divine love now. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the perfect balance of Alpha and Omega in my being, my family, my relationships, my career, and all my spiritual work. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am harmonizing all frequencies and energies that are flowing through my mind and emotions to stay true to my presence and focused on my God. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the mastery of higher soulfulness as my psyche, my soul, is raised in light to behold and merge with my oversoul, my divine self. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am continuously cognizant of the issues that I am choosing to resolve that are outplayed in my life through my interactions with others. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am consciously choosing to react only from a point of pure divine love, understanding, and patience. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am on a higher learning curve with the world teachers in mastering my listening skills so as to always hear the true voice of God within. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am obedient to my inner voice, which prompts me to act according to my highest divine principles, values, and God desires. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am graciously and in a self-forgiving spirit, transmuting all elements of my former self, as they may arise in moments when I temporarily lapse into unreality through unconscious speech or past patterns of imperfection. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am aware of my opportunities to master my past and my future by living in the eternal now, centered in divine love. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am perfect beingness through which my higher self shines through my soul and illumines the world all around me. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am a divine psychologist with beloved Kuthumi, the god Meru and Lord Lanto, my guides to understanding myself. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am assisting all through my example of a heart-centered life lived to glorify God and magnify the Lord. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am recording my dreams daily as Jesus helps me interpret what my divine self is speaking to my unconscious mind during REM, during sleep. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am releasing all sense of separateness from God and accepting my eternal oneness, which allows me to master my psychology moment by moment. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am joyfully moving far beyond guilt, blame, and shame to embrace oneness, acceptance, and the brilliance of my solar presence now. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am accountable for my life and my daily choices, and I consciously choose to no longer revolve or live in the past or recreate painful memories. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am working daily to better myself by meditating on light, accepting God's virtues and quintessences, and seeing myself ensconced in radiant joy. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the pure gnosis of my higher self through divine friendship and an ongoing inner communion with my own great beloved. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am pure love as my twin flame lives within my heart, and I feel connected, appreciated, and cherished by my beloved other half. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am focused through my higher mind upon my beloved Christ self, who is liberating me from my past and leading me to my perfect future in the now. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am one with God, the great I am that I am of all life. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am living in a perfect field of solar beingness through which the divine psychologists inspire new spiritual methodologies upon me to help those entrusted to my care and loving service. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am embracing my former detractors and enemies and prayerfully moving us all forward into a new era of freedom, enlightenment, and loving joy. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am living in my solar reality and assisting my family, friends, and co-workers to also be real as we all master our psychology. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am attending ongoing etheric classes and training by the world teachers in higher psychology so as to master the arts and sciences of solar living. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am abiding in a happy, non-reactive state to assist others in resolving conflict, in coming to terms with the path, and in being victorious always. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the way, the truth, and the life as a doctor of spiritual integration, following Jesus all the way to the perfectionment of my heart through love. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am nurturing all through simple acts of kindness, givingness, and grace. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am alchemically changing my life today into the life I have always desired, where I am free to be who I am in God, smiling and happy as a lark 24/7. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am polite and courteous and follow the rules of divine etiquette daily. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am mindfully musing with Maitreya, Mary, Meru, Moria, and Mother on ways and means of assisting all who require heaven's intercessory grace. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am pursuing my high and holy calling while mastering my psychology in the most sublime yet simple ways through loving service to thousands. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am joyfully singing the new song of my oversoul, my playful and harmonic keynote, and freeing myself to live eternally in God. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am judiciously using all energies vouchsafed to me each morning to fulfill the most important divine work I choose to engage in today. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am consciously harmonizing my auric field now as the comfort flame of the Holy Spirit oozes through my heart and spirit hourly to bless all life. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am radiating spiritual fire to stimulate Earth's atmosphere in a radiant field of joy, so all fears, blocks, manias, obsession, depression, neuroses, and psychoses are transmuted once and for all now. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the reintegration of every soul part into my being by magnetizing them through pure love for God, nature, and all created life forms. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am flowering in my God presence as I shine the light of the sun now. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the sun within me, regulating all my hormones and providing me with all the melatonin and serotonin I require to sleep peacefully and awaken each morning, refreshed and invigorated in divine love and joy. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am psychologically balanced and harmonious throughout this day. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am integrated in God as my subconscious mind is true to the universal mind of God, allowing me to access all truth, wisdom, and divine knowledge. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am perfecting the science of solar living, through which the psychology of the new era will emerge to bring harmony and balance to every soul. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am loving all who in the past have pressed my buttons, activated stress factors within, or denigrated my reality, and by my love they too are healed. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am the wholeness of my integrated Buddhic being, my Atmic self and my solar reality, shining the light of cosmic joy throughout all multiverses. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am emanating a rosy fragrance of kindness through my heart to alleviate the suffering, pain, and anguish of those whom I choose to love today. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. I am gracing the cosmos with my mastery of the psychology of my soul and my new awareness of presence by which all are free to be God. Hail Mary, full of grace, I love you. Let us sing to beloved Saint Germain. I don't have my songbook here, but it's just that very short song, Saint Germain, I love you, or something to that effect. Saint Germain the Beautiful? Saint Germain the Beautiful. I don't think it has 40. I don't think it has a video, just the audio. It does? Okay. Oh, it does. Okay. Okay. Okay, 4-0.
Saint Germain, the Saint Germain, we pledge this life to you. Your destiny to set men free, we vow to help you do. We are the I Am race, God's sons, America, God's land. This precious earth we came to save, with you forever we stand.
And Saint Germain requests that we sing 70.008 to the Divine Director with the video. And this is an awesome video. Thank you, Lisa Delaney. And we'll see ourselves rising up those steps to go to the heaven world with the masters and commune with them, receive the nectar of their wisdom, and then bring it back to earth to help others. Divine Director, come to us within your sphere of light. Divine Director, show to us your aurora blazing bright. Divine Director, lead the way, our victory is won today. We don your cape and jewel bell. Your awesome power now is up. Reveal the plan for all the earth as we are raised in cosmic work. Divine Director, wield for us blue lightning bolts of fire. Divine Director, give to us your wealth of God desire. Divine Director, lead the way, our victory is won today. We don your cape and jewel bell. Your awesome power now is felt. Reveal the plan for all the earth as we are raised in cosmic work. Divine Director, blaze through us your heart of diamond blue. Divine Director, raise in us God power pure and true. Divine Director, lead the way, our victory is won today. We don your cape and jewel bell. Your awesome power now is up. Reveal the plan for all the earth as we are raised in cosmic work. Divine Director, share with us your vision free and clear. Divine Director, claim with us ascension fire is here. Divine Director, lead the way, our victory is won today. We don your cape and jewel bell. Your awesome power now is full. Reveal the plan for all the earth as we are raised in cosmic work. I envision a new world, glorious in all of its divine manifestations. I see it clearly in my mind's eye, and I invite you, precious hearts, to join me in this alchemy of immaculate conception. For when we behold our Mother Earth in light and see her ensconced in the dynamism of the seventh ray of freedom, it is so through God's all-seeing eye, envisioning through us, manifesting within us. It is a new day of glory in the living presence of the Eternal One. And when you feel the rising within you of that violet flame, joy field of love, then, dearest ones, it is co-creative of this new era of peace, enlightenment, freedom, understanding. as you behold God within others, so that God within you is accentuated and self-realized. As you behold the divine within planet Earth and all of her evolutions, so that divinity is highlighted within you to be actuated and fully manifest in a more glorious way, in an alchemical way, dearest ones. So let us raise our vision now, with the masters of vision overshining us, to perform this alchemy this very hour for our planet, which we love and which we see now, fully ensconced in light, blazing with the glory of God, pure, whole, divine. We see the new era manifest throughout civilization. Every man, woman, and child self-realized in the light of their presence. We see heaven restored to earth within the nature kingdom, where all of the requirements for living upon earth are right within the reach of every sentient being, through the trees of life that grow in sacred gardens of love. And the verdure of nature is all around, and the healing properties manifest through the elemental kingdom are imbibed by everyone. And there is a richness of the afflatus of the Holy Spirit permeating the atmosphere and within the very cells of every life form, evolving here. The atmosphere is clear, pure, and we breathe in the prana, the chi of everlasting life that the Spirit Most Holy perfumes all with. We feel the connectedness of ourself with every other being, and a great outplaying of life in its infinitude and its glory and joy. Love is fulfilled within every heart, and the love field arising around through planet Earth and her peoples can be felt throughout this solar system and galaxy, as angels of the sacred fire fan the flame of love. And earth indeed lives now in that radiant glory of its true purpose as a planet of peace, harmony, and brother-sisterhood. All that initiates of the sacred fire have held in their hearts for centuries and millennia is fulfilled through this glorification of God within this sacred home of light that we call Terra, Gaia, or Earth. And there is opportunity for all to be creative. And every soul feels the oneness of itself with the oversoul of the planet and all peoples and cultures. Earth truly is a divine paradise of light and truth, justice, and the divine I am way prevails throughout the nations, the continents, and their peoples. We co-create this vision, Almighty God, this day, and hold it firm within our mind's eye as an alchemy of light that we will carry within ourselves until it outwardly is completed and fully manifest. And we water this vision with our love daily. We see through the nexus of our hearts and the higher lens of our divine vision, this as a reality fulfilled, and as the final alchemy of the work of the universal or great white brotherhood in this age. Yes, mankind, engage in this sacred work with heart friends of all spiritual persuasions who link auras and bond hearts together toward this sacred means of divine manifestation. Put away your differences, your judgments, your human analyses, O souls of light upon earth, and engage with the seventh-ray masters in the alchemy of oneness and the joy of beingness. Through the grace of God, fully emblazoned within your hearts, and now fulfilled within you as an initiate of sacred fire. You came long ago to this earth to assist Sanat Kumara in the salvation of this planet. The tides of light are rising even as the former tides of darkness are receding, and the new way, the divine new norm of beingness in God and of solar awareness is now manifesting through thousands, tens of thousands, and even millions of enlightened, aspiring masters of light, love, and levity, walking the earth, conscious, aware of who they are in God as I am beings of light. Yes, we are on the march with the legions of Moria El, Michael, and the mothers of the Spirit as we fulfill our purpose and self-realize this divine dream now and always. Precious ones, you have come to Vista to create a new vista of light through the all-seeing eye of God manifesting within you. And as you continue to envision perfection and see clearly this reality, it is so as an actuality now brought to bear. Right here, right now, in this sacred moment. So we clothe this eye magic with protections, fires. So we wrap it as a present to the Lord Jesus, For he has given each of us over the aeons of time many presents of love, sacrifice, and joy. And it is our offering during this Christmas season now to our Lord to fulfill his words within the Our Father Lord's Prayer that he uttered upon that sacred little Mount of Olives. And so we see his vision as a cosmic dream now realized, where everyone understands what life is, who God is, and the self as a part of that life of God, now realized. As your master, Saint Germain, speaking through this one, I come this day to empower and inspire each of you with great solar joy, cosmic radiance, and the violet fire, alchemy of pure light that I ascribe to you, invest within you, emblazon within your souls for your victory, for your ascension, for your self-realization. O precious ones, what one can do, all can do. Use my example and that of Jesus and your elder brothers and sisters ascended to leap into the very arms of your presence and remain tethered there in reality, sustained there within your divinity, and feel the glory of God charging through your aura, your very life daily, to move you beyond the constraints of every human limitation, to feel that which is real within you, who is God. When you accept who you are as a God self-realized one, you have solved the riddle of life. Therefore, solve it, and then be dissolved into the cosmic solvent of violet fire joy, where there is nothing save love, whereas there is everything in God. Oh, precious hearts, it is my privilege to serve you and to enlighten and inspire and empower you, as this Meru University also does. Yes, it is a university of the Spirit. Yes, it is a mystical opportunity for enlightenment and self-realization for those who come to receive our offerings, our graces, our teachings of light. Use this university, dearest ones, as that which will propel many thousands of souls to reach up into the heaven worlds, to receive illumination's flame, to receive their torch of light, and to run with it all the way to their victory. You have not yet understood the full meaning of this university, dearest ones. Yet when you do, and each of you takes it upon yourself to invest a portion of your life energies to both create it and sustain it, you will see enlightenment accelerated in this time, and many new virtuous ones coming forth, even running to this movement to receive what you have to offer, which is love wisdom manifest. Yes, this is a movement of love wisdom, for where there is love, the wise ones gather around the fount of that wisdom teaching. And where there is that fount of wisdom, there is always love. For the truth awakens, quickens, and enlivens you to be more expressive of who you are in that love field of joy. And so it is, and so it will be for ages to come. Now the Chohans stand in your midst to initiate you with many sacred vials of God consciousness. Receive from each one Moria El, Lanto, Blessed Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bey Hilarion, Lady Master Nada, and me. Our offerings to you this day. These are investments of light for you to be fulfilled in the 7 crystalline rays of the rainbow, balanced, whole, one. And as you imbibe these 7 rays this day, more will be granted unto you in coming days, months, and years to fulfill everything in your life with great intention, joy, and love. Now the divine man-child appears. And this man-child in your midst is a symbol both of the christening of the Avatar, the Messiah, and of the new rebirth of each of you in your original image and likeness as perfect and divine, whole and clear. And the image of this man-child now descends into each of you to accept as the Christ child of your own heart. Receive this one and feel the renewal, the resurrection, the renaissance of your own being and your new childlike nature of innocence and of joy. Walk the earth as the humble instruments of God's will, wisdom, and love, and your childlike life will sustain immaculately within you God's glory, God's love, God's very presence. The mystery of Christmas is fulfilled this day within these your servitors, O God, these humble and precious hearts who I love. Yes, dearest ones, my heart, the largesse of my heart is here for you, always, to live within the freedom flame, the alchemical ray, which is always sustained by God's love and grace. I am your elder brother, Saint Germain, and my flame now rests within your soul to inspire you ever to remain whole. Thank you. Let us sing prayer 70.011 with our video to beloved Saint Germain. Words by Saint Germain. Song number 99, I Am the Freedom Flame. It's also on page 21 of this booklet, and I believe we also have a video. Thank you, Miriam N. Invoking violet light each day wipes all my bodies clean. My thoughts, emotions, words, and deeds are balanced and pristine. For I am joy and rise the three electrons back to victory. I am the freedom flame. I blaze transmuting trails of fire through bodies, souls, and minds. I spin, I spin, I spin, I spin. The violet fire ignites, the joy sparks flames of freedom's chi. Repolarizes all intent, attuned to God's love key. For I am joy and I set free electrons back to victory. I am the freedom flame. I blaze transmuting trails of fire through bodies, souls, and minds. I spin, I spin, I spin, I spin. The violet flames raise frequencies in every living cell of you and me, community, society as well. For I am joy and I set free electrons back to victory. I am the freedom flame. I blaze transmuting trails of fire through bodies, souls, and minds. I spin, I spin, I spin, I spin. The
The alchemy of violet fire transforms our lives and plans. This science lightens up the soul, enjoy this cosmic dance. For I am joy and I set free electrons back to victory. I am the freedom flame. I blaze transmuting trails of fire through bodies, souls, and minds. I spin, I spin, I spin, I spin.
Still spinning. That was fun, right? That was at, I think in Livingston at the, near, in the park, Sacagawea Park, near Yellowstone River. So how about song 38? I love this song. It's to the Elohim of the seventh ray, Arcturus and Victoria. And after that, we're going to do Elementals Unite, and we'll do some songs to the elementals. And after we sing the next song, Elementals Unite, I think it would be appropriate to have people share a little bit about what they experienced or felt or intuited from this Heartstream of Saint Germain, which I think it was an epic Heartstream personally. I am so grateful to the Master for the power of his delivery. I will always remember this this heart stream, very powerful. And if you, or you could reflect and just tell something to Saint Germain. You could just say something to Saint Germain of appreciation for who he is and what he's done. So first we'll sing Elementals Unite. Elemental builders come, with all knowns we are one. Elemental builders come, you make this planet home. Still so there we love your flare, send your thought everywhere. Still so there we love your flare, you cleanse our atmosphere. Fiery salamanders blaze, you transmute with your rays. Fiery salamanders blaze, your flaming hearts we praise. Undines and all water sprites purify in liquid light. Undines and all water sprites, we share your great delight. Elemental builders come, with all knowns we are one. Elemental builders come, you make this planet home. So there we love your flare, send your thought everywhere. So there we love your flare, you cleanse our atmosphere. Fiery salamanders blaze, you transmute with your rays. Fiery salamanders blaze, your flaming hearts we praise. Undines and all water sprites purify in liquid light. Undines and all water sprites, we share your great delight. Grow, flow, blaze, raise, unite in light. Yay. So if you'd like to say something, you can come up to the mic and I'm always amazed at the heartstrings when the masters come and give a very pretty intense, fiery dictation, which we call heartstreams. It's one of the three types of heartstreams. And in this particular one, Saint Germain was as physical as he could be, I would say. I mean, he was, as he could possibly be, he was right here with us, and it was something I'll never forget. I'll always remember. Okay, so who'd like to say something?
So I did see the man-child, which is the child as Jesus as a boy, like maybe 5 years old, 6 years old, all dressed in white, and surrounded with all this violet flame and beautiful violet flame, and also diamond light, lavender, all these rays going all around, and the child in the center is going from this place to the place right there. Standing like that, expanding all this love through the world. So that's what I saw. A beautiful Christ child. And yes, Saint Germain was here. Yes, very physical. Yeah, all the time right there.
No doubt about it.
Well, the master, I think his principal idea is that we hold this vision for the earth, a really new vision, a higher vision, and not only just for the earth, but connect with everyone, not just in this room, but everyone in our communities, our families, our towns and states, and spreading out to the earth so that we have this great violet connection with everyone, and we hold it. You know, we hold this in peace and love, that the earth and change the earth, I believe is what he was talking about.
I have a gratitude, an overwhelming gratitude and sense of humility that Saint Germain was doing this amazing alchemy, and we got to be a part of it. Not only did we get to be a part of it, we were entrusted, and we were in it, and he counted on us, and it was an amazing experience. And I thank you so much, Saint Germain, and I pray that you will help us to always remember to do this again and again, and get into this alchemy again, and really see. You could just feel he was like, it's going to happen. We can do it. It's going to happen, and we can do it. And it's like, yes, and we can do it. And it was really wonderful.
He did talk about Mayer University near the end, right? And I recall him saying, if you really knew what this was all about, you would kind of be invested in it, involved a little bit more, help, but build it, create it and sustain it is what I heard. Create it, help to co-create it, and sustain it. And then he said something about for a long time. It would be around for a long time. Yeah.
Well, often we still tend to think of the masters as being out there or up there, and the keynote for me is like it's shoulder to shoulder with the masters. You mentioned the 144,000 are coming with Sonic Kumara, and that's 144,000 souls coming with tremendous mastery and attainment to refire a planet shoulder to shoulder with the masters, and we are those souls, and shoulder to shoulder.
And bolder and bolder. Here comes Maria.
Maria. Okay. Well, what impressed me most was that beautiful little Christ child that's going to be born within us. And I also saw this Christ child being born in this planet that's so full of light. So when we sing Christmas songs to our beloved Jesus as babe Christ, we are born also now, as Saint Germain dictated, a new soul, a new radiant being of light, and this is the planet too. And we sing love songs to the planet and Christmas song to the birth of the Christ child within ourselves and this planet too. It's just a beautiful thing.
I felt that, we started out with visualizing how kind of our divine vision and Saint Germain's divine vision for the earth as freedom star, and we co-created that. And so during that portion of the dictation, I was seeing the cities transforming and the trees, the different nature becoming more and more abundant and being woven throughout the cities, everybody using clean energy, everybody worshiping God, and then having this sort of giant enshrinement or altar to the spark of divinity within each one. So I was seeing that, and then I felt that he came as like the architect of the golden age of freedom, as the hierarch of Aquarius in the 7th age, and he was kind of putting his stamp and saying that I am here as the hierarch of the age of Aquarius, and I am connecting not just the light bearers in this room, but every light bearer on this planet. And then he specifically said that this was the ultimate or the final alchemy of the Great White Brotherhood for this planet. And so I kind of thought it was just him making a definitive statement and coming in and saying, this is here, this is now, and I am, with the power of God, in everybody here, I'm bringing this to bear. And then I also felt when the Chohans came and endowed us with the vials, the 7 vials, I felt a certain shouldering, you know, a certain set of responsibility. Like he was like, okay, here's this light, and now you have new responsibilities. And then it was so fiery and stuff, and then he brought it all back in the end to manifesting the Christ child within, and being and recognizing that that's who you are, in your native original form. And so, and at the start of this conference, I asked the masters to answer. There was a request. Someone, I think in the first night or something, David said something like, what you want to get out of this conference or something. And so what I said was I wanted the answer to who I am. And so I thought that was the answer.
Great synopsis from one of our younger people. See, there's hope for the future. There's a lot of hope. That was a great synopsis. That was, he hit on the key elements from beginning to end. Thank you, Anthony. Great. And I'm glad St. Germain answered your question. And tonight we're going to be singing Christmas carols. So it's like, I kind of forgot about that. And then when he was talking about the Christ child, I thought, oh yeah, tonight's like kind of a celebration, pre-Christmas, our pre-Christmas celebration. And St. Germain is, of course he'd, talk about it. Anybody else?
I just like to say I felt the alchemy happening now, and great hope. So it's definitely the hope of the world. Thank you, St. Germain.
St. Germain would like this particular heartstring posted for everyone in the world as soon as possible. We don't have to wait 90 days or whatever our normal policy is. This is such an important heartstring that can be immediately uploaded to YouTube and for the whole world to see. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
So I just wanted to say that when the Chohans came with the vials, it was very, very tangible. And I don't always come up to the mic, but have to say thank you to St. Germain. So thank you, St. Germain.
Welcome. Yeah, it's almost like they counteracted the vials of the 7 last plagues, right? It's like an antidote. So there's a lot of intense stuff happening on Earth, and we have lived through many of us, through the last 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, some of you, where a lot has changed on planet Earth with toxins and all kinds of stuff. And these last plagues are like, Anthony William talks that we all have this Epstein-Barr virus inside of us, virtually all of us. And when it gets activated, then we can kind of get sick. Or when it does its wily stuff, then we're burdened by it, and so we have to neutralize it, with good diet and all these practices that we're doing. So it's like these plagues are have to be countermanded with alchemical light, and so the Brotherhood comes sometimes. And even if we don't see it, or even if we don't totally believe it in our outer minds, I know that some of these things that they do are actually transmuting some of this real hard stuff to deal with, whether it's all these cancers that are happening, all this crazy stuff on planet Earth, toxins, Fukushima, all this stuff that is still happening. We have to transmute it and balance it some way. And so I think when the Chohans came, and Saint Germain was the last one, of the 7 that gave these vials, it was very powerful. It was very tangible for me. And I think that it's going to help our health as well as just our consciousness and our spiritual lives. So, when he uses his words very carefully, and I have to kind of consider every word of what he says as something that's very important for now and for the planet. So think this will be a great heartstream to study and really parse and dig, delve deep into and consider for quite a while. Okay, anybody else? My namesake, Jeffrey Lewis, my older brother.
Hi, wow. Epic indeed. Epic indeed.
Yeah.
Many of us know dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of St. Germain's chelas of the last 50 years, 100 years, ascended and unascended. We've walked with them, we've worked with them shoulder to shoulder. Many of them have not attended to David the way we do. They've kind of, it's over there, and really are doing what they're doing. This has been on my heart because I know all these people, and they're not here. They haven't been here in the 4 or 5 years I've come here. Most of you are the same ones that I've seen. There's a dozen or two more, but it's this little coterie. He's talking to the world. He's talking to everyone we ever knew that thought they might be an ascended master Chela, that thought they might be. And he's reaching out with tendrils by the millions. This, like you said, make it ready now, study it. Like this could be the central mandala of Meru University. Because right now, Meru University is just a catchphrase. This was not a catchphrase. This was incredible. I've been here 2 years ago, great divine director said, come on up and talk. I had something to say, but I didn't, because I thought it was premature. What it was that so many of the leadership mandalas of the Ascended Master groups, far and wide, there are many flavors now. Ones that we know, others that are, I don't know, but I hear about. They, Saint Germain dressed, and he said, whatever your tradition, your thoughts, your liturgy, he says, get rid of your criticism, condemnation, and judgment. He spelled it out. It's one sentence. That is separating all these people who think they're bringing in the golden age, but they can't even attend to this or attend to other different fractional. George Washington talked about fraction. I'm moved. This is the matrix. I mean, there's lots of details. It's like a Middle Eastern carpet of tapestry woven in multi-dimensional, touching on everything, in the fundamental vulnerability of the Christ child, the innocence, the literally crystalline vulnerability that is the nakedness that is our oneness as the divine, is overlaid by this sort of walnut shell in these groups. See what we can do about it.
Thank you. Well, we welcome everyone. We don't have membership. Dennis will accept anybody here. He allows them to share. Mount Shasta, we're collaborating in Mount Shasta with other groups that do the Violet Light. I mean, we are open to everyone. We don't close doors. Some of them, have their membership, and you got to do this before you can do that. And I love the IM people, but it's so strict that it's an old dispensation. It's hard to break that shell. And my friends in the summit. I mean, I grew up in that. that was my entire life up until the Heart Center. We love these people, yet they have no clue what we're doing. And it's magnificent. I mean, this dictation should be heard by every Ascended Master movement. And we'll put it on YouTube. It'll be out there. And I'd like each of you to do your best to share it far and wide, because, humanly, I can't do, like Mother used to say, she doesn't know how to take a dictation. I don't know how to do anything. I just put myself here. Saint Germain does it all. I thought it was magnificent, even with my human foibles and maybe a few little slip-ups. But it was a pretty good, pretty good stream. I think I kept, by God's grace. When I close my eyes, it's easier for me to deliver it than if I have to keep them open. So I apologize, for that. But it's just so much easier. But yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. I really appreciate your words of wisdom. I think you hit on it beautifully and perfectly.
Well, I want to thank Saint Germain for delivering that powerful message here. Wow. What a... So, I had my eyes closed during most of it, and I could see him in this, like his statesman's regal outfit, just very regal. And he had a cape on, and the cape, he walked up and down, and the cape kind of like etherically went over everybody in the sanctuary here, at least 2 times. And so as it went over, I was just kind of like going, am I, co-creating this? But it was part of the message, the new vista, our vision. And then I also got the idea on how Hollywood and the fallen ones use these. They want to have everybody's imagination go to, the depiction of humans on television and the movies. And so they have this other reinforcing of the negative. And so we have to counteract that with our vista, our vision of how loving human beings really are, and how beautiful family units are loving each other, and how beautiful this planet Earth is, instead of the other news, CNN and everything, the world is a horrible place. So as long as we keep that vision too, that's going to be a beautiful alchemical co-creation with Saint Germain, as bringing in the new golden crystal age.
One more?
Well, actually, speak when you get there. Yes. Well, I wanted to say that it's going to work with whatever Saint Germain says. I'm going to, first of all, be grateful to Dwayne that every Monday when she does the sealing with Mother Mary, my heart jumps and I has a great, I transform myself. And then my heart opens and I start throwing energy everywhere. So,
good energy.
Yeah. So anyway, I put my mind in the caravan, because it's touching my heart. So I immediately just jumped myself over there, and I was just with my hands like this, open, throwing all this light on all that people, sending them back home with blessings. So I was sending all this light, but as an angel, I'm an angel. All of a sudden I was doing that, and then all of a sudden I jumped down and I knelt down. But I knelt to the child of God that each one is. So that's when you see the angels, praying, kneeling down. They are praying to the children of God. And that is something that happened to me. So, but it's a great thing to share, so everybody can do that. If we all share that love, you see, we are working with Saint Germain.
So I know all of you desire to say thank you to Saint Germain a zillion times. That's what I desire to say, and I also desire to say thank you to David for making yourself available, because there's no way to even codify any of this. It's just, it's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm always at your pleasure. It's my pleasure to be serving. It's a divine pleasure. The greatest job I think that one could have. It's intense at times, but it's when it's like this, it's a lot of fun too. It's fun to be with you all. Well, we're just about at that time for our lunch intermission, so let's just say 3 times, Hail Saint Germain and Portia. 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 We wrap all this love and light and our own present to the Master. We pledge to you, Saint Germain, that we will do our best to fulfill this vision that you provided and your words today. And we acclaim your name and the I Am name, and we acclaim our part in this greater mission of the Great White Brotherhood, the Universal White Brotherhood, the Ascended Masters, our own sponsoring masters, and what we vowed to do and what we are pledged again and again to fulfill. We are so grateful to serve. Amen. Amen. So I think we're going to be back here at 2 o'clock for Trissa's sacred movement with pranayama, Trissa Wood. So we're excused now for about, an hour and a half for lunch. So see you later. Oh, and one more announcement from Claire. After the broadcast, okay.